Om Shahana Bhavatu Shahano Bhunaktu Shahubir Jankarva Astu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So good evening, everybody. Today we will learn intellectual development of Jean Piaget's theory for tele-mental health counseling. So before that, I like to ask you, that is, what do you mean by the tele-mental health counseling? Can anybody tell me? What is tele-mental health counseling?
Sir, please repeat.
What is tele-mental health counseling?
Sir, mental health counseling through means telephone or online or via virtual media, and it is a way to help the client in from a state to a better state, positive mode. That is tele-mental health counseling, sir.
So Dots, can you tell me that is, what is the
Yes.
difference between the classical counseling and the tele-mental health counseling?
Yes, sir. So,
Yes.
So as we if we talk about the classical counseling, there we need to fix time, the proper schedule, the proper place for the client. But in telemental counseling, it's easy because it's all done with video conferencing calls, virtual mentoring therapy. It's all virtual. It's basically a virtual mental care services. Whereas classical counseling is done face to face, and telemental counseling is done through video conferencing.
Correct. Very nice. So Priyanka, can you tell, that is,
yes, sir.
what are the yes, so what are the disadvantages in telemental health counseling?
Here, sir, during telemental health counseling, patients talks or conversation goes over the telephone or the online session going, and here the facial expression of the patient or what kind of the touch or consolation needed, it is not possible for a counselor to give it um, over the online counseling or over the telecounseling. Maybe I think it is a disadvantage.
Sir, I want to add one more point. Hello? Hello? What happened? Sir left? Dash, Priyanka?
Yeah, sir is there once again.
So this is
Yes.
the disadvantage.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to say that the main disadvantage is that today Madam is not able to join due to internet problem. So that is the main problem for telemental health counseling.
Very nice, sir. Very nice. Very nice, sir. Very nice, sir.
Okay. So we totally depend upon the internet facilities. If we do not have the internet facility, telemental health counseling may not work. Another thing, there is a power cut. If there is a power cut, then again the telemental health counseling may not work. But if there is no power cut and the good internet facilities, then telemental health counseling will be very much effective. Okay.
Actually, I think, sir, here we have to depend on something invisible power. Yes, sir.
Invisible power. Okay. So when any parents will come for any psychological counseling for the children, we can assume that maturation is the important factor. Okay. So how can we
Right, sir.
assess the maturation?
Sir, VSMS, can we use? I
Very
don't know,
good.
sir. Okay, okay,
Correct.
sir.
Vineland Social Maturity Scale. So in your clinic, you will be with the Vineland Social Maturity Scale, and on your table, your client will be there. So your client will be both the child as well as the parents. So from the questionnaire, you will ask the question one by one, and based upon that, you can get the knowledge about the maturity level. Piaget, Jean Piaget, Swiss psychologist, he believed that children take an active role in the learning process. Earlier, we have idea that is the children means they are passive. But Piaget first time told us, no, children are active to learn the new things. So children can make the experiment through the observations, and they can continuously add new knowledge, build upon existing knowledge, and adapt previously held ideas to accommodate the new information. Okay? So
Yes,
what
sir.
I have told, that is, children observe. Have you seen ever that the baby is cycling his or her leg Have you seen it? Have you?
Yes, yes, sir.
And if you put one ball, then automatically the ball is also rotating and the child is watching. Okay. What does it mean? That means the child is observing and child is continuously adding new knowledge. Child is able to build existing knowledge and adapt previously held ideas to accommodate new information. So first time, Piaget suggests 4 stages of cognitive development. These stages are sensory motor stage. Please you write down somewhere. Sensory motor stage. It is from birth to 2 years. Next one, pre-operational stage. It is 2 to 7 years. Concrete operational stage, 7 to 11 years. And formal operational stage, 12 years and above. So that's what is the concrete operational stage? What is the age range? Hello, Dors. Hello, Priyanka.
Sir,
Yes,
concrete
yes.
operation.
Yes, sir.
Concrete operational stage, age range?
7 to 11 years, sir.
Correct. Now, Urpita, pre-operational stage?
Sir, up to 7 years, from 2.
2 to 7 years. Okay. And thus, what is the formal operational stage?
Sir, 11 and above.
12 and above. Okay, that is also true, 11 and above. 11 above means 12.
Okay, sir.
That is good.
Are you going to send these in study material form or no, sir?
Study material I do not have.
Okay, okay.
I am telling, so please you write down somewhere.
Oh, okay, okay. Thank you.
Because you already have crossed all the ages. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
So,
can you please repeat these stages once more? I just want to miss if I am wrong or not.
sensory motor stage, birth to 2 years. Pre-operational stage, 2 to 7. Concrete operational stage, 7 to 11. And formal operational stage, above 11. Usually we say that is the above 11 means 11 to 15 years. 16 years. Because we assume that 16 years is the constancy of IQ. So you can think about the constancy of IQ.
Sir, please repeat once again.
Constancy of IQ. Okay.
Sir, what is the name of the second stage? Sensory motor stage, and second one is?
Pre-operational stage. Shorpita, what is the age of your child?
Sir, he is pre-operational stage. He is in pre-operational stage. 7 years. He has not passed 8 years.
Okay. So what are the problems usually the child face in the pre-operational stage?
Sir, so much problem. Actually, they are really very inquisitive in that phase. They always want to know everything, and they have lots of query to ask.
Okay. So lots of the queries to ask means different types of interest that is growing. So that is very important thing in case of the pre-operational stage. Piaget proposed an idea that during the sensory motor stage, infant's knowledge of the world is limited to his or her sensory perception and motor activities. Behaviors are limited to simple motor responses caused by sensory stimuli. Okay. For example, watching at the mother, the baby smiles. Okay. The baby smiles watching at mother. And can anybody tell me any particular music which we usually follow for the movement of the hands, legs, eye movement for the baby? Can anybody tell?
হাত ঘোরালে নাড়ু পাবো, নইলে নাড়ু কোথায় পাবো? হাত ঘোরালে নাড়ু।
Correct. Okay, so it shows it is a sensory motor stage. হাত ঘোরালে নাড়ু পাবো, নইলে নাড়ু কোথায় পাবো? Very good. So can you speak in English? Can you translate in English so that Darsh and Abhishek can understand? Or in Hindi, no problem.
Sir, it can be like that. Move your hand to have that sweet, otherwise you will not have your sweets.
Correct. Okay. So that is the sensory motor stage. Sensory, it means sensory organs. We have the 5 sensory organs, and motor sensation, that is the kinesthetic sensation. So the baby learns everything by integrating the sensory organs as well as the kinesthetic movement. Is it clear to all of you or any question?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
That's, is it clear?
Yes, sir, it's clear. No questions.
Thank you. Now I am coming to the pre-operational stage. Orpita's son is 7 years old. He is in the transition of pre-operational stage and concrete operational stage. What happens in case of the pre-operational stage? Because the children do not understand the concrete logic, cannot mentally manipulate information, and are unable to take the point of view of other people. Okay? The children do not yet understand concrete logic.
मेरा क्लास चल रहा है ना
So, can anybody tell me which
कौशिक
rhyme
मेरे के
you have
क्लास आ गया
learned?
ना
Can anybody tell me which rhyme you have learned at this stage, 2 to 6 years?
স্যার সহজ পাঠের কিছু কবিতা আমাদের ছোট নদী চলে আঁকে বাঁকে এই সমস্ত কিছু রবি ঠাকুরের কবিতা
Correct. But Darts and Abhishek may not understand. So possibly they can understand Humpty Dumpty sat
Yes.
on a wall.
yeah
Then
Johnny, Johnny, yes, Papa.
Jack and Jill
Johnny,
went up.
Johnny, yes, Papa. Eating
Twinkle,
sugar, no
twinkle, little
Papa.
star.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Okay.
So many cultural songs also, sir. In
Huh?
Gujarati also and Rajasthani also cultural song.
Okay.
Yeah. Baby sleeping.
Baby sleeping. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Lorry.
the
We
thing
call
is that-
lorry. We call lorry.
Okay. So usually we dance, right? During the teaching, we dance so that, or we can move our hands and legs in teaching. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, or
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
twinkle, twinkle, little star, correct. Okay. And the baby is also dancing with us. And
Yes.
through the dance, baby can understand the meaning of the word. So twinkle, twinkle, little star. So Orpita is dancer. So Orpita, can you show?
What's the dance form based on Twinkle Twinkle Little Star?
Yes.
Okay, sir. I will post in our WhatsApp group.
Not the pose. Now.
Oh, oh my God. No, sir. Not now.
So what type of gesture you will perform?
Sir, it will be a very simple posture. Just moving the hand to show the sky and just moving the fingers to show how the stars are wrinkling. So twinkle, twinkle, little star, and how I wonder what you are. So just with a bold eye and showing the expression, just I am wondering to have it. And children will love it in their own way.
Okay. So now you have understood that is the dance or the kinesthetic therapy that is powerful tool to understand the meaning of words. So when you find that is the patient party will come at this particular stage, first you assess by using the BSMS. Or by using the Seguin-Fombo test or the Bineshimo test, you can assess the intelligence level. And if you find that is the baby's main problem, baby cannot understand the meaning, then you can apply the dance therapy, you can apply the music therapy, drawing therapy. So all those therapies are very powerful tool. Specifically, if you apply the dance therapy, then that will be very easy for the baby to understand the meaning. Okay.
Yes, sir.
In the telemental health counseling, it is very much challenging. How do you develop the skill of dancing within the child? It is challenging, but it is possible. It is possible. Okay.
Sir,
Yes, Urpita.
sir, why are you telling that it is challenging? I think it is to some extent easy mode to mix up with children in a communication mode with dance. When
Very
children
true.
don't want to
Yes, because the online, no?
but in online also, sir. When
Okay.
children are not ready to mix up with the therapist or others or teachers, but they can very easily communicate in a dance forms. This is my personal opinion, sir. Sometimes children are not ready to take others in their own boundary, but they love to accept the dance teachers. They love the language of dance, sir. To me, I think it is more easy for music therapist or dance therapist to mix up with children. Sir, it is my opinion.
Okay, that is true. That is, the dance therapy is a powerful tool, particularly at this age, pre-operational stage. Now I am coming to the another age, another stage. It is called the concrete operational stage. A period between ages 7 and 11 during which children gain a better understanding of mental operation. Earlier, children cannot find out the logic, but in concrete operational stage, children begin thinking logically about concrete events, but have difficulty understanding abstract or hypothetical concept. 7 to 11 years.
Yeah, sir. This stage is really very logical.
Yeah.
স্যার এখানে ওই গানটার কথা খুব মানে কবিতাটার কথা খুব মনে আছে, ওই দেখবে এবার জগৎটাকে কেমন করে ঘুরছে মানুষ যুগান্তরের ঘূর্ণিপাকে।
Baba, it's very difficult to understand. So can you remember any particular poem at this age? 7 and 11 years.
স্যার রবি ঠাকুরের একটা কবিতা মনে পড়ছে।
Which poem?
মানে বেসড অন দিস রেনি সিজন, মেঘের কোলে রোদ এসেছে বাদল গেছে টুটি।
Correct. মেঘের কোলে রোদ এসেছে বাদল গেছে টুটি। Very good.
All of the children love to dance with this. আজ আমাদের ছুটি, ও ভাই আজ আমাদের ছুটি আছে না স্যার?
Correct.
But thank you. It is nice example because there is the logical thinking. মেঘের কোলে রোদ এসেছে সেজন্য বাদল টুটি, মানে thank you.
So the cause and effect relationship. So when the baby will find that is the mother is wearing shari, taking bag, baby started crying. Why? Can anybody tell me?
Yes, sir. I always feel so, because they can understand that mother is going to office or the workplace and they have to be alone, or they have to go their school without parent. It is a common situation for working lady like us, sir.
Yeah. So this is the stage. Okay. This is called the concrete operational stage. Now, next stage is the formal operational stage, a period between age 12 to adulthood when people develop the ability to think about abstract concept. Can anybody tell me what do you mean by the abstract concept? A plus B whole square equal to A square plus 2AB plus B square. Okay. So that is the abstract concept. At this particular age, we are learning algebra. But earlier, we are limited to arithmetic. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir.
So, when you examine the baby or the child, due to the academic failure, due to the concentration difficulty in studies, you pay major attention to the cognitive development of the child, number one. And number two, if you find any sort of limitation, then you always examine, that is how the child is treated by the parents. So if you find the child is very much, child is treated with overprotective parents, then you will find that is the cognitive development of the child and associated functions. Okay. That will be limited. So what I am saying, Darsh, can you give any example?
So please, can you repeat?
So when the child plays with kite, can anybody tell me? Child plays with kite, K-I-T-E, kite.
Sir, it is at the stage of 7 to 11 years, sir.
7 to 11 years, okay?
Sometimes
But
5
if you,
years and
So the
6
child,
years old son also play with kites, sir.
yeah. So if you find that is the child is not playing with kite, child is always engaged in study. Child is not making any new things. What does it mean? Abhishek,
Yes, sir.
what does it mean? Why child behaves like this?
It's a problem, sir, I think.
Okay. Priyanka?
Yes, sir. Age group, it is age group. What was the question, sir? 2 to 7 years, na?
No, no,
Sorry,
7
No,
no,
to
no,
7.
7 to 11. 7 to 11.
7 to 11. Actually, sir, they want to know the cause, but when the appropriate explanation they don't get, they become upset. They seek the, they want to know the true reason behind the what is happening around him or her. If they don't get the proper reasoning, then they become, then they start crying, or then temper tantrum, etc. comes. I think, sir. Maybe wrong.
No, you're not wrong. Only thing that is the child's association with the parents.
Environment, sir.
Yes. So the climate,
Sir,
home
actually,
climate. Maybe you
yes,
will
sir,
find that is the parents are very much
sir, I want
autocratic,
to say,
or it's not, they are not very much permissive in nature. Therefore, the child is not able to develop his
sir,
or her own potentialities. Okay?
I want to say something here.
Yeah, Abhishek, please.
जनरली प्रैक्टिस में हम देखते हैं कि बच्चा खेलना चाहता है लेकिन वो अपने अरमानों को दबा देता है क्योंकि वो प्रेशर इतना होता है पेरेंट्स का कि मम्मी मना कर रही, पापा मना कर रहे हैं, तो वो अपने अरमानों को दबा देता है सर इसमें। बाकी वो जैसा भी बारिश होती है तो बारिश में नहाने की इच्छा उसकी भी होती है या फिर वो मिट्टी से खेलने की इच्छा होती है उसको लेकिन वो नहीं बेटा ये नहीं करना है, अच्छी बात नहीं, गंदी बात, मतलब उसको इतना प्रेशराइज कर दिया था, नेचुरल उसकी नेचुरलिटी चली गई है आजकल।
Correct. Very true. So what is important? That is, we have to think about the factors contributing to the intellectual development of the children. And one of the major factor is the parent-child relationship or child rearing practice. Okay. So you have understood the four stages of
Yes, sir.
intellectual development.
सर एक बात बताइए. हेलो.
Hello?
सर
अभिषेक?
अभी इस ये जो आप प्रेशर के इन्वायरमेंट की वजह से तो इनोवेशन नहीं हो पा रहे सर.
हाँ, ठीक ही तो है ना.
यही है सर.
इसलिए you have to disseminate this knowledge to the parents. Okay. About the cognitive development of the children. You have to give this knowledge to the teacher community.
Bookish knowledge is developed, but common sense
Not
is
the bookish knowledge. There is a
Common sense is-
practical knowledge. Okay, you relate it. That is, your child is not able to develop because of your overprotective parental attitude to the child.
Overcaring also.
Yeah, so over caring, overprotective like that. So when Piaget is telling that with age, cognitive development of child develops. Sometimes some scientists think that it is automatic process. Therefore, we find the theory of Vygotsky. Please you write down Vygotsky, Vygotsky. Vygotsky believed that external factors such as culture and people such as parents, caregivers, and peers play a major significant role in cognitive development. Okay? So the culture and the child rearing practices play important role on the cognitive development of the child. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir.
So Piaget proposed that intelligence grows and develops through a series of stages. Older children do not just think more quickly than younger children. Instead, there are both qualitative and quantitative differences between the thinking of young children versus older children. So what we are doing in the telemental health counseling, if you find the siblings are there, so what will be your function? Your function will be to motivate the elder one to take care of the younger one, so that the sibling rivalry that can be reduced. Is it clear?
Yeah, sir.
Now, some of the important concepts we have received from Piaget. Please you write down. The important concept is schema.
Sir, please repeat.
Schema. 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 Okay. So you will find that is the child develops the schema of mother, schema of the father, schema of the other people who are in the particular home. Okay. And when you enter into the child's room, the child will watch at you. And if child finds any difference between the schema okay, he or she had, then the child started crying. Okay. Suppose you are wearing the mask. The child is not habituated to see the person with mask. Then the child becomes afraid. Child becomes worried. So why? It is because of the schema factor. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So, Arpita, can you share anything?
Sir, it brings the familiarity.
Yes,
in between the
familiarity. Correct. Familiarity. Next one is the assimilation. Okay. Assimilation means you have the schema. For example, you have the schema of ice cream. Okay. You have means the child has the schema about the ice cream. And when child is reading I for ice cream, and there is a picture of ice cream, okay, the child may open his or her tongue. Why? Why, Priyanka?
it is reflex action, sir.
No, it is called the assimilation. Because the child has the schema. Already the schema of ice cream is there. And in the book, there is a picture of ice cream. So the child is adding, okay, new information.
Okay, sir.
This is called assimilation. Next one, accommodation. Accommodation. Accommodation means adaptation. It is the ability to change existing schema in light of new information. Okay. Can you remember any picture of the animal?
Mowgli, Mowgli.
That is the two animal faces are in one animal. Okay, forget about it. You think about Ma Durga, Durga idol. Okay. So child has the schema that everybody has the two hands, but Ma Durga has 10 hands. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
So that is the new information. The schema is changing. It is called accommodation. Next one, it is called equilibration. 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 Piaget believed that all children try to strike a balance between assimilation and accommodation using a mechanism of equilibration.
Sir, please repeat this part.
Equilibration. EQUILIBRATION.
सर ये इसका मतलब वो समानता देखता है सर, इक्वलिटी ऐसा कुछ कंपैरेटिव स्टडी करता है।
ইকুইলিব্রিয়াম সাম্যতা।
साम्यता।
Equilibration means balance. Okay, equilibration means balance. Equilibration show this balance, particularly between these two things. One is the assimilation, another one is the accommodation. So the child is trying to strike a balance between the two, and this is called equilibration.
Can you spell the word Piaget, whose theory we are discussing, the spelling of it?
Can you?
Piaget, the spelling, full spelling.
Piaget.
Okay, thank you, sir.
In equilibration, may we take the example that as every day we eat rice, and another form, the rice we can take as khichdi.
Yes, yes. Very nice.
सर
Okay, sir.
एक एग्जांपल सर मैं बताना चाह रहा था इसमें। हेलो
Hello.
सर, एक छोटा बच्चा था, केस मतलब सिंपल नॉर्मल बात है, मैं थोड़ा सा उसका थिंकिंग लेवल शायद आपके एग्जांपल से मैच कर रहा है सर। हेलो, आपके इससे मैच। हेलो,
Yes, you continue.
ओके सर, जैसे हम खड़े थे तो एक छोटा बच्चा, मतलब मेरे भांजे साथ में, तो क्या हुआ कि गाय और गाय का बच्चा भी था, तो पूछा उसने ये कौन, मैंने कहा बेटा गाय, और ये कौन है, कि ये इसका गाय का बच्चा है। अच्छा, इसका बाबू है, मैंने कहा हाँ। तो ये इसको गोद में लेके क्यों नहीं घूम रहा है, समझ रहे हैं? तो वो ये चाह रहा था कि उसकी सेफ्टी हो जाए, कि उसने सबको बच्चों को केयर करते हुए देखा, तो वो जानवर में भी देख रहा था कि वो भी इसकी केयर इस तरह से करे। तो ये इक्वलिटी देख रहा है सर, ये मतलब मीन्स लॉजिकल सोच रहा है बच्चा।
Have you ever read Alice in Wonderland?
यस सर।
Dash is not telling anything. What happened, Dash? Hello, Dash. Are you here?
Hello.
Hello, Dash. You are not
Hello.
telling anything.
Sir, actually, the voice is breaking. I cannot.
But other people follows me. Okay, now I am coming to the history of socio-cultural theory. Socio-cultural theory is given by Lev Vygotsky, who believed that parents, caregivers, peers, and the culture at large are responsible for developing higher order functions. According to Vygotsky, learning has its basis in interacting with other people. So what is the name of the theory? That's what is the name of this theory?
Sir, you said
Yes, sir.
your cultural theory.
Correct, correct. Socio-cultural theory. So what is the assumption of this theory?
Sir, the external factors like culture, parental behavior, and the peer group behavior play the important role in cognitive development of the children.
Correct. So at this particular stage, this concrete operational stage or the formal operational stage, everywhere, child is guided by the culture. Even the child's memory strategies, for example, the note taking, that is also affected by the culture. Sometimes you will find the rote memorization. Any idea about the rote memorization?
স্যার যে শ্রুতিতে শুনে আগেকার দিনে যে জিনিসগুলোকে ধরে রাখা হতো।
Correct. That is the rote memorization. So you know that is the another name of Veda is Shruti. Okay. So that is the rote memorization.
Yes, sir. Shruti.
Yeah. So Vygotsky had suggested one new concept. It is called the zone of proximal development. The zone of proximal development.
Which development, sir?
Proximal development.
Proximal, okay.
Proximal.
Okay, proximal development. Okay.
That means actual development and the guided development. There is a distance between the two. Okay. So sometimes you will find that is the child is learning with the guidance of parents.
Yes, sir.
So the children should be allowed to get the guidance from the teacher so that the zone of proximal development that can be reduced. Okay.
Sir, please repeat this part.
For
Yes,
example, one child is very much anxious to do the arithmetic. Okay. But the other child is not anxious. Okay. Doing arithmetic causes a lot of the anxiety within the child. Why? Because for the failure in arithmetic task, the child experiences punishment Okay. So child is negatively reinforced to perform the arithmetic. Clear? So what
Yes.
does it mean? It does mean the zone of proximal development that increases. So in case of the telemental health counseling, you always pay attention to the zone of proximal development. What will be the actual development and why the actual development is not there? You have to study and you have to find out. That is whether the caregivers, class teachers, school teachers, tuition teachers, they are playing any role or not. Okay?
Okay, sir. Sir,
This is very much important.
this means that any repression is going on this child, or any kind of punishment, any kind of negative reinforcement is going on. We have to detect it and find out.
Sure, sure.
Okay, sir.
Sir, so this
Yes,
basically means that with time, when a child wants to add on some knowledge, so he should be given support and guidance by the parents.
correct.
Okay.
So how the zone of proximal development that can be reduced? Please you write down. Planning and organizing classroom instruction and lesson. Planning and organizing classroom instruction and lesson. Have you written?
Yes, sir.
What does it mean? It means the teacher might organize the class into groups where less skilled children are paired with students who have a higher skill level. Okay? So there will be the two things. One is the less skilled children, another is the higher skill children. So both children will learn. So that is the suggestion. Another important issue is the scaffolding. Please you write down scaffolding. Scaffolding means the teacher provides specific prompts to move the child progressively forward toward a goal. Where the teacher provides specific prompts to move the child progressively forward toward a goal. That is called the scaffolding. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So, Abhishek,
Yes, sir.
do you have the cycle or scooter?
Yes, I have cycle and Activa.
So, how you have learned the cycling?
With the help of parents and seeing others.
Correct. Dash, do you have
Yes, sir.
cycle?
Yes, sir, I have.
So, how you have learned cycling?
So step by step, first by balancing the cycle and sitting on it, having the right foot and the balancing the right and the left foot with the support of my mother.
Have you ever fallen down?
Yes, sir, many times.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, this is called the scaffolding.
Without can't learn. In cycle,
Yes.
yes. Yeah.
So, your parents is providing the guidance for cycling. They were encouraging you and you were learning. This is called the scaffolding.
Okay, sir.
Now, you can study the YouTube video I have added. Have you seen in your group?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so please you study the YouTube video
Sir,
and
can
that
we
will
have
help
the
you to understand many things.
okay, sir, we will. Sir, can we have the link of the last class, if possible?
I can give you, but because many sounds are not clear, I do not know how you can how it can help you. I can give you. All things are available. I have not made any cover page, particularly of this video, because I find not very good sound.
Okay, sir.
So I have requested Madam, and I think that is Madam will give me the good video. And after that, I can give you. Otherwise, this is not a
Okay,
good video. It does not help you.
Sir, one more thing. Ma'am
Yes.
have told us to submit
So
the
this is
assignment.
about, I think, the social learning theory of Bandura. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I can give you the video, so you can check it.
Okay, sir. I wanted to ask a question.
Yes.
Last time, ma'am have told us to submit the assignment till today in the Google Classroom.
Yeah, I
I have
cannot tell
complete.
you because I have no
No.
idea about your class link and
Okay,
something.
okay.
So
Okay,
you
okay.
talk to
So I
madam,
directly.
you write in the group and madam will answer.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
Due to the absence, I have taken the class. That's all. I was not very much
Sir,
prepared for this, but still I have managed.
sir,
Yes.
sir, we were asked to submit 10 cases, sir, and from which
Yeah,
day
yeah.
we
10
have,
cases very important.
yes, sir, from which day we have to start doing this case submission, sir?
From today,
Okay, okay, sir.
because 10 cases are there, no? So you have to find out.
Yes.
Sir,
Okay,
is
okay.
there any particular format to write the project report or anything?
I think please you ask the same thing to madam. The madam
sir.
can tell you that is
Yes, sir.
what type
I
of
want
format.
I want to add up to this. Ma'am has already told us that they will share the format of the how to write it the report, but they haven't actually shared it till now.
Who will share?
Shrishi ma'am.
Srishti. Sreyoshi ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so I will request madam to share the format. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. So do you have any question about my lecture today?
No, sir. It's clear. Thank you, sir.
No,
Thank
sir.
you very much, sir.
Thank
Okay.
you, sir.
So what is your function? You prepare one checklist. Okay, just like Vineland social maturity scale, you can prepare one checklist about the sensory motor, okay, concrete operational,
Okay.
pre-operational, formal operational. You can prepare one checklist,
Okay.
and that checklist will help you to find out what are the difficulties your client is facing. Okay. So please close your hands for the prayer. Om Purnamada Purnamidang Purna Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Okay. Good night. My best wishes to all of you.
Good night, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good night. Good night, everyone.
Thank you, sir.